Hi, my name is Jan Libbinger. I'm from Bark Unlimited Organics. Today we will look at one of the uses for acid compost.
Refresh your garden with the Bark Unlimited range of top quality organic products. Bark Unlimited Organics. Refresh nature.
Right, so this is what our acid compost looks like, and you can see this is a nice coarse bark-based product. It's well composted, and this is fairly acidic with a pH of about 4.5. So we've just come through winter, and we're going to show you how to replant a hydrangea, container grown hydrangea. And this is a plant that's been grown in our nursery, and you can see from the leaves and the old dead flowers on the plant that this has come through winter. It's not looking happy, and we're going to give this plant a very heavy pruning. We're going to cut away all the branches that are on the plant. You will notice at the base of the plant it's already started making new growth, and that's the growth that we're after. That will give us strong, healthy stems and big flowers come December when this plant needs to flower. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to cut away all of this, and it almost seems like it's not the right thing to do, but I promise you that if you prune it heavily like this, it will reward you with numerous new stems and lots of flowers, huge big flowers. Just an interesting fact that the more acidic the soil is that you plant these plants in, the color might change to a dark blue, and the more alkaline the soil is, you might get white flowers or even pink flowers. There are products on the market which you can use to enhance the colors of the flowers, but remember that some of the plants, the blue color or the pink color is a genetic color, so you can't really manipulate the color. The older varieties you can still manipulate the colors, but the brand new varieties on the market are genetically grown to be blue or to be pink. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take an organic granular fertilizer, and this is a 232 fertilizer, which is a general purpose fertilizer, and this will give you good new growth on the plant, but it will also give you good root development. And then it's also got a very high or a fairly high potassium content, which will already at this stage give you better flower development. So we'll go ahead now and add a nice handful of this lovely organic fertilizer to our acid soil, and we'll mix it through, and we'll start filling our container. And we don't need to put in stones for drainage at the bottom, because this mixture is a bark-based mix, and it's fairly coarse, and it drains very well without having stones in the bottom of the container. So we'll just press down on it slightly, not too hard. We don't want to compact the soil too much, as the roots of the plant grows in between the spaces of the soil. It doesn't grow in the soil itself. The soil is there to support the root structure and to provide nutrients for the plant and water for the plant. And if you compress the soil too much, then you press all the spaces in between the soil particles too close together. So apart from food and water, the root system also needs to get oxygen. So once you water the plant, it draws the oxygen down into the soil, and the root system can benefit from the oxygen. Now we'll take the plastic bag off the plant, and the best way of doing that is to actually tear it off. We don't want to cut the plastic with a knife, because then we're going to cut into the root system. And you can see the nice yellow roots there, which is a good indication of a healthy root system on this plant. So we'll take this plant now and we'll place it in the pot, and we'll just see to it that it's in the center of the pot. And you can see that the soil level is almost right. We can press it down slightly more. And what we'll do is now we'll fill the gap in between the pot and the existing soil with some more of the acid compost. And we're going to take some more acid compost with the fertilizer already mixed into it, and we'll add that into the pot. And we're going to fill it up to the same level as the old soil in which the plant was planted. And that's how easy it is to prune and repot the hydrangea. This will now flush and grow into a proper plant about that high, and when around about Christmas time, this will make big, huge, beautiful flowers. And all we still need to do to this is to mulch it to make sure that the moisture stays in the pot and we don't need to use too much water. If we mulch it, it means that we're going to use less water, we're going to save on water, and we don't need to water it all that often. So we're just going to take some of our bark mulch, and we'll just leave the new growth that's already developed. We won't cover it with the mulch. We'll just leave it open, but the rest of the pot we'll put a nice thick layer of mulch on. And once the growth has started growing, we can actually level in the mulch around the plant and make sure that there's enough moisture retention, and this will also help preventing the soil from drying out and overheating. So we'll just leave all the growing tips open so that there's no interference. This will, within weeks, will be a proper plant again, and you will be amazed at how quickly this plant recovers and grows into a beautiful plant and starts flowering. Also remember that hydrangeas doesn't want to have high heat conditions. They're more suited to grow on the southern side or even on the eastern side of your house where they might get some morning sun. Southern side of your house is a better spot for this. There are very few plants that will actually grow in full shade all year round. So remember to put this on the shady side of your house, and it will reward you with awesome, beautiful flowers. So for more information on our products and gardening tips, you can go to our website at www.barkanlimited.co.za. And if you liked this video and found the information useful, please hit the like button and remember to subscribe. Also remember, the subscription is for free. Although it says subscribe, it doesn't mean that it's going to cost you any money.
Refresh your garden with the Bark Unlimited range of top quality organic products. Bark Unlimited Organics. Refresh nature.